This is Wrestle MSX and welcome to the musings of Raw and SmackDown, where we'll be taking a look at this past week in WWE, or rather WrestleMania. And I was going to say maybe a little bit of Raw, but this week Raw is massive.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
And we're going to get straight into it, no messing about. WrestleMania Night 1 in match order, so you can skip to something if you want to. But Jey first, go.
I love that he's won.
Yep.
Obviously, I've said this before. I said it in the predictions. I wanted him to win.
Oh, interrupting. You did win the predictions. If anybody's keeping track or keeping count, absolutely smashed it.
I don't know what you were doing.
Dirt sheet lover. She knows everything that's going on. This is the one for you. But anyway.
Yes. So love that he's won. Brilliant. Yeet Mania.
Love the colour, the gold and the navy blue.
It went so well.
Yeah,
it looks good.
perfect.
Yeah, with the little rhinestones as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rhinestone Cowboy. That's one for you oldies.
I enjoyed the match as well. It was good. It wasn't like
I thought it was
completely fast paced or completely slow.
I thought it was
think
going to be
just
slow
nice.
because I thought
Gunther can be sometimes.
I think I said Gunther to win.
Yes.
And I just thought this is going to be a little bit slow paced. I'm not always keen on a slow paced match. He does make it a bit.
Yeah, he can do. Yeah.
But no, everything was
yeah, and I liked that Jey was like doing his moves on him as well.
Yes, well, that's a nice throwback to what people used to do.
Yes.
What superstars used to do.
But Gunther did tap quite quick.
I thought this to say he's rock hard.
Yeah.
He tapped a little bit too. He could have maybe milked it a little bit more.
Yes. Could have gone on a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Not have to fully
pass
out.
No, he didn't have to pass out. No, and he didn't have to sort of keep it locked in and then tap, but just a little bit longer, just to make us think, oh, he's not going to tap. He's tapped. He's tapped.
Just like straight away.
Yeah, it surprised me a little bit. But yeah, all in all, a good match.
Decent match, good opener.
Yes, which reminds me, in the predictions for WrestleMania Night 1, go and watch them if you haven't, I did say that this would be the opening match.
Yeah.
It just had it, as I say, it's
you
to
may have
draw
even said it
you
before,
in.
I thought it would be
It's just
before that.
It's to draw you in, to get you hooked. You're like, oh wow, title change already.
Exactly.
I need to keep watching.
Yeah.
But yes, excellent start. Okay, New Day, War Raiders, New Day won.
They did.
I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that.
Had the Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah. Different.
Yes, outfits on, or paying homage, whatever the reason they did it, liked it. Glad they won. I found the War Raiders a little bit boring. Because I know everybody does the same moves, but they literally did the same moves all the time. Sorry if you're a War Raiders fan, or you're even watching. Up your game. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything.
I like a heel to win because they're more entertaining.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, they are.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Jay's not going to be entertaining because he's a face and he's entertaining.
Yes, exactly.
LA Knight face entertaining.
Yeah.
But some faces are just a little bit boring.
Yeah, I know exactly
Do
what you mean.
something.
Yeah. There wasn't anything. So like off the top of my head, there's nothing.
I mean, I liked how they got the
from
pin with Kofi holding, I think it was Ivar's legs.
Oh,
While Wood's covered.
Yeah.
Don't know what the ref was. The ref wasn't looking.
Because the bad guys.
Because they're the bad guys. But yeah.
Other than that, there wasn't really anything else.
No, I enjoyed that. Good. Glad they won. I'm not usually a fan of tag matches, but it's just...
Again, I don't think it went on too long either.
No, which is something else I want to say about the whole of WrestleMania. There was no backstage that I saw anyway, and it was all match, then the next match, then the next match, and it was, I think the first night was 4 hours, just over, I think about 4 hours.
Just under.
Second night, 3.5 to 4.
Just over 3.5.
But that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. You do not need.
No.
I mean, those days have gone. Obviously, all in one night. They have got long gone, and a 7 blooming hour shift. I mean, who's watching that for 7? Of course, people do, but it's a long time. But nice, crisp. Oh wow, it's finished.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It went quick, but not too quick.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
That was right. You've got to time it right because eventually, like, oh, is this still going on? And it gets a bit boring.
Yeah. And you have to have a little nap.
And there's no toilet break matches anymore.
No.
Because everything's serious and you want to see them all.
Yeah, definitely.
Which brings us to Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I said this would be a squash match. It wasn't quite. Jade won.
Yeah.
Which I think we both said.
Yeah, we did.
She had to, really.
Exactly, she had to. That move that she did on Naomi as well.
Down.
You know what move.
The electric chair, flip them up, turn her around. Not the actual electric chair, but she had her in that position.
Yeah, on the shoulders.
Flipped her up, turned her around, bosh, power bomb. The power.
She has
and catching
power.
Her. And catching Naomi.
Yes.
In catching Naomi twice off the rope. Where he was either the top rope or the middle rope. But it doesn't matter. You are catching...
That's the full
a
weight.
Human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
And she's not...
Very impressive.
She's not small like...
You know,
say like Io.
Yeah, or Liv.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, like, as in like
fully
short
grown
as
woman.
well. She's a similar height to Jade. Probably a little bit smaller than Jade. But she's not like a super skinny. I'm not saying she's obviously like massive. But she's
I like
tiny.
to see her catch Jax.
Oh yeah.
So Jade, if you're watching,
next.
catch Jax off the middle rope. But apart from that, excellent match.
Yeah.
Loved it. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. I wanted LA Knight to win this.
Yeah.
I'm
Even
not
though you
saying
said,
that
even though you
Jacob
thought
Fatu-
it would be Jacob, because you said Jacob, I wanted it to be LA Knight.
Yeah. He's just
Yeah.
I'm not saying neither of them haven't got the charisma, and they can both talk. I just preferred Knight.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But with Fatu, it's going to be kind of like, what's next? What's going to happen with Solo? I mean,
I want Solo to kick off.
Yeah, he's going to be happy because he wanted just the belt bringing to the family.
Nobody cares about the family apart from Solo.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, Jay,
That's
Jimmy,
like
and Roman have gone.
The tiny bloodline.
Yeah, that's it. But good. I mean, but catching Fatu with the BFT again, they're bringing out the big guns for Mania or the big moves, and it worked.
Yeah, it did.
It worked a treat.
It
worked a treat. Brilliant. But yeah, Solo's the one. But then I like to think of like, well, what's next for Knight? Is he now going to go? Does this fit? Because
he's hiding in the shadows with Shinsuke.
A lot of the time, Mania finishes a story, or if you've seen Raw, it begins one.
Yeah.
But for me, see, what do you do with Knight now? He's too big to shelve for a few weeks.
Yeah.
You've got to keep bringing him out. You've got to utilise him.
Yeah.
Obviously, my new favourite, El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. Should have been Rey Mysterio, but apparently he was injured or got an injury.
From
Grande won. Yeah. Talk to me.
Enjoyable match. Obviously, El Grande had his metal plate again. So I liked it that when Fenix went for his... Oh, what's his kick called?
Goodbye Amigo. Along the top rope.
Yeah. He then obviously hurt his foot.
Yes, because he kicked him in the head
with the metal one. I like that little touch. That was good.
But what I do want to say is, that was Phoenix's debut. Mania debut. Same year as his brother.
Really good, yeah.
Obviously, Phoenix wasn't meant to. It was supposed to be Mysterio. But for Phoenix to be told, right, you're going to have to step up, you're going to have to do it, and be like...
And then just smash it.
He would have been, like, blown away, like, oh, wow.
I've literally just
come here. I've been here, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. Match. And now I've got to make... Oh, yeah. He would have absolutely loved that.
Oh, yeah, especially saying with then being the same year as his brother, like, they both would have been just so pleased for each other.
Oh, yeah. So, good for them. Good for them.
Definitely.
Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Stratton won.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Oh, God, I know.
Oh, dear.
I don't think any of us could stand if Charlotte did win. I mean, I don't know if there is any, like, fully fledged Charlotte Flair flans.
Apparently, Bubba Ray on his podcast or whatever he does, I don't really listen, he said, stick all the belts on Flair. But the problem is, Flair's not disliked like a panto villain. People just don't like her. Yeah. There's a difference. Yeah. It's like Logan Paul. You stick all the belts on him, but he's already got heat. Well, it's real heat. People don't like him, so why would you do that?
Dom.
That's the problem. Dom. People
boo him, but people love him.
He's a pantomime villain.
Which is what you want.
And you don't mind that.
Yeah.
But if somebody's got real heat, why would you stick a belt on them?
Yeah,
people don't.
People aren't gonna like
who's going to buy your merch?
Well, we're not going to like that.
No, we're not. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like it. Maybe you love Flair. Who knows? If you do, let us know in the comments below.
I did think with the match as well, some parts were a bit...
Not quite flowing.
Yeah, maybe a bit stop-start, a bit sloppy. It could have been just because Flair's not fully wrestled in a while.
Stratton could have been nervous. I mean, you're going to be. You don't. It doesn't matter whether you do this week in or week out. This is WrestleMania.
It's Mania,
this is what they go. This is the thing.
She's against Flair, who is, as much as I'm not bothered about her, big name.
Oh, of course she is.
Big player. Do you know what I mean? So it's So it could have been on both parts.
Jet flying.
For me, it was more Flair.
It's fair enough. Fair enough. And then obviously the main event of Saturday night: CM Punk, Seth Rollins, good lad, Roman Reigns, Seth won.
Beautiful.
Heyman helped. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw it. Brilliant.
So good.
Brilliant. Because, like, to turn
the
on...
way that he came in with the chair and he's like, oh, who should I give it to? Screw you guys, I'm going with Seth. It's like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, to do one over on Punk, that was the surprise because the best is.
Yeah,
Roman,
exactly.
I can understand because he's just an employee.
Exactly.
He's just a worker.
He doesn't been together for a long time.
There's no emotional connection.
Exactly, but Heyman and Punk is years.
Yes.
I think they've
From
said about
EC
12
Dub.
years.
Oh, I thought, yeah,
maybe
EC
longer.
Dub days or whatever. I'm sure
Probably
you're correct.
longer than that,
If we're
actually,
wrong,
yeah.
I'm sure you will correct us.
More than likely, but that...
To Punk was a shocker. And it's, oh no, he sold out. But then to do it to Reigns...
Well. Oh, God.
And then Seth just be like, just with his back to it, like, yeah, I know what's happening. I don't need to turn around. I know what's happening.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Good.
But the thing is, to keep people of our age still, like, shocked, that's what you want.
Yeah.
That's the entertainment. Not just the children or the kids or the young teens, like, them surprised. It's good that it still surprises the adults that watch it.
Yeah.
Because that's
that
what you
look
want.
into it more.
You don't just want to watch it and be like, oh, well, I know what's happening.
Exactly. Because sometimes it is predictable. And
Although,
sometimes I
talking
don't
about
mind
predictions, go and have a look at our little short we've put up. Oh, that'll blow your mind.
Anyway, let's get into WrestleMania Night 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Again, in match order. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Sky wins.
Yes. And as
I'm
I said
happy
before...
about that because
yeah,
that's who I said would win.
Did you? Who did I say? Can't remember. I said
Belair.
Belair. Well, it was the build. It was all the build
I know.
for her.
Yeah.
I think she
But
was
as I
going to
said,
win. I've
she
got a
got
feeling
pied
too many times.
Too many times.
And as you said, if you get beat up too many times before the main event, you lose. I mean, look at Cena.
The math's mathing.
Yeah, look at Cena. Got beat up
Sally math.
every
Never mind
time.
Steiner math.
Every time. and he won.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Jey,
The only one that didn't
got
work
beat
out
up. Not quite
was,
got
I
beat.
think Seth came out on top.
I
I'm
think
sure he
that was
did.
pretty even. I'm sure somebody let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, Jimmy,
just know what's going on.
Jey got beat up all the time.
Just
and
come
then,
to me
and
if
then
you
he
wanna
won.
know.
Yeah, not them dirt sheets. No, I'm happy with Sky
Yeah.
winning. I don't know where Belair goes from here.
See, Belair, I think...
What, just dragged back into the Jade Naomi? That's done, surely.
But she's going to have some kind of beef with Naomi as well. So even though Jade has sorted hers... Well, not sorted it, because she's still going to be angry. Why would you not? She attacked her. But Belair's going to be like, why? Because obviously they had their little argument, but it was in the middle of Rhea getting into her match.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I mean,
that can continue.
Yeah, and then you've got Rhea Ripley, which I've said before. What do you do with her? She's got no allegiance with anyone. She's got no friends. She's just on her own. And if she's not in the heavyweight world championship match, what do you do with her? I know you can put somebody with her, but what do you do with her? That's the problem.
I
and if
think
you just
I think she'll just go straight back after it.
yeah, but then
I know.
why don't they do that with all of them?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Anyway.
We also had the Sin City street fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Drew wins.
Yes, disappointed. Why did they not go to the casino?
Why didn't they listen to us?
Why are you just having it in the ring, around the ring,
Like,
and getting a few
Not even
bits
fully
of
around
kit
the
out?
ring, like just a bit around the ring. Not even into the crowds. Not even into the back.
I mean, I can't remember where it was.
I still enjoyed the match, obviously.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
The
I'm
street
sure
fight.
there was a casino somewhere around.
There may have been one or two.
Considering where they were, why not just use one of
I know,
them?
I
Get into
know.
the blooming jackpot machine.
But some
Falls
of the
count anyway.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
some of the moves they did was good. So like I like the Racer's Edge anyway. I actually think it's a good
Yeah,
move. I
that's
like
been pulled
it.
back
That
out
through the
again,
table,
hasn't it?
yeah, because obviously
Yeah.
Priest does it and
Yeah,
Rhea does as well, don't they?
yes.
So yeah,
Well,
I
yeah.
do like that move.
Judgment Day buddies.
Exactly, the
Yeah.
Terror Twins.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he did it through the table, that was good. Yeah, and then obviously when Priest was going for old school.
Oh yes, and then
And got
pushed off the
pushed.
table. Drew with his selfie while he's.
I know, yeah.
Well, that's it. That's what you want,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
See, again, he's a pantomime villain. You boo him, you enjoy it.
Yeah,
But some
you boo him, but you
people-
like him. You want to see
Yeah,
him.
but some people you just boo them because you genuinely.
Yeah.
Why are you in this position?
Exactly, yeah. There was also Bron Breakker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Dom wins.
Dom wins. Love Dom winning.
Yeah.
I can now see why Dom won.
Why might that be?
Well, if you've seen Raw, or if you haven't, go and check out our review, link in the description somewhere. But brilliant for Dom.
Yeah.
Judgment Day,
Even
excellent.
before Raw, I liked it anyway. Let's say with the Judgment Day to it with Finn, that he frog splashed and then pinned him as well.
Yeah.
Like just adds layer on layer.
The thing, I mean, as the people like to say, you're not going to pin Bron because you want to keep him looking strong.
Yes.
You don't. He
same
could have
with-
just pinned him. It
Same
doesn't
with
matter.
Penta, really.
Same with Penta. Could have pinned him, but he didn't. He's obviously done the dirty on Balor. Balor ain't happy
He ain't happy.
at all.
He's pretending to be, but he ain't.
He ain't happy whatsoever.
Randy Orton versus Joe Hendry. Orton wins.
Yes, he does.
But Joe Hendry?
Yes, surprise. I
Yeah.
mean, who saw that? Well, I saw that coming. No, he didn't. Nobody saw that coming.
No, but I liked it.
Excellent.
Because he was at Rumble as well, weren't he?
Yes, he was.
It's
So obviously
two
he's
big
the
appearances
fall guy.
he's had,
Hey, Joe, can you? Yeah, okay, no
Because
problem.
obviously they've got the little in with TNA, haven't they?
Yes.
Which I keep forgetting about.
Yeah. Obviously he did the RKO afterwards just to finish him off after
Yeah.
the match.
After he did the turn, I liked that into his pose.
Yeah.
The Joe Hendry turn into his pose,
and-
that was good.
And we did say that Orton would have a match.
Yes.
He was
yeah,
going
yeah.
on about it just a little bit too much.
Yeah,
so
'cause
something
obviously-
was brewing.
Yeah. He had, at first it was the chat with Oldest, and we was like, yeah, he's going to have a match. But then he's like, come on, someone come out and have
coming
a
out to
match.
the ring
Come
and
on.
saying
Yeah.
it on SmackDown.
So then it was like, well, yes,
he was
obviously
clearly
going to happen.
he was clearly ready to have a match, but it was just who.
Yeah, he needed it though, because obviously it was his
Of course he did.
20th one, so it's
Yeah,
like, he's like,
yeah.
I'm not missing out, come on.
Yeah, why should he? Why should he?
Then we had AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
Ooh.
Paul wins.
Mm,
Which I don't think anyone wanted, other
no.
than Logan Paul.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the line salt was great halfway across the ring.
God, yeah,
Landed
yeah,
that
that was good.
nicely.
But he can move.
Oh
He
yeah,
is athletic.
he's very athletic.
He looks good. I just don't like him.
No, but that's what. Yeah, but it's not like him. As I say, not like a pantomime villain.
No,
Right? Just not keen on it.
exactly.
It's how he's been worked in.
Yeah.
But this has surely got to lead to a carrying cross feud.
Oh yeah,
With
with the
AJ
way that
Styles,
he came
obviously.
out. Yeah. Obviously he
AJ
was
wasn't,
protecting AJ, but then telling him to use the brass knucks, and it's like, well, that's not me. I'm not doing that, bro. But
Good for AJ,
Yeah.
staying strong.
yeah.
Don't listen to that devil on your shoulder. But this is leading to
Oh,
something.
100% got to be answered.
You know, if it's not, then they've missed a beat.
Yeah. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lara Valkyria and the return of Becky Lynch.
Bit
So obviously, she replaced Bayley because she got injured. Probably by Becky, I don't know. But she was injured, so out comes Becky.
to save the day and take the titles
Which we didn't need.
from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. We didn't need that.
No.
But if you go and watch our Raw review, link in the description, as I have already said, you'll see that these titles soon change hands again and go back to the Judgment Day women, which is what we want.
Yeah, which begs the question, like, why bother? Because it was only one night.
Well, if you watch Raw, link in the description, when Lynch and Valkyria lose the titles, Lynch attacks Valkyria. So, this is either building a feud between the two, or it's just they needed a name. Let's have a big surprise. Let's bring Lynch in. But if Lynch can't stay, and she has a tag title, which I have already said this in the Raw review, Lynch goes off, those tag titles
Are gone again.
have just gone again, and nobody knows what they're doing. They're just on a shelf collecting dust. Valkyria would have hers, but if Lynch isn't there, okay, you can get somebody to come in, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
Like Naomi, Jade, and
Yeah, but
Bianca.
that's because she was out, not because she just wasn't there that week.
That's what I mean. So I'm wondering if they let Valkyria get a win a title, let her get that feeling.
Or if it was just for that.
Of just
turning on her.
Well, that's what I mean. Just let her get a win, because then, right, well, you're going to drop in again on Monday because Becky can't stay. She's doing some filming. Right, what can we do? I know. Turn on Lynch, off you go. Turn on Valkyria, off you go.
Come back whenever.
And you can have and you can start that feud with Valkyria again. It's just something that's there.
Yeah.
But if she's stopping, then it will build a feud between her and Valkyria.
Definitely, yeah.
If she's not stopping, then that's just the end of it. But
Still.
yeah, I think it was to give her a bit of experience, a bit of that. Right, we want you to win at Mania. We want you to get that feeling like, oh wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's back with the Judgment Day gang.
Oh yeah,
love it.
Because even if they don't have a match every week,
you see
or
them
on Raw and SmackDown,
they're on every
they're
week.
always there,
and they're funny.
They are funny.
Well, you might not find them funny, but they're entertaining.
They're
entertaining.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes.
You're not going to build it up like, oh, the big main event.
I could do.
Anyway, the big main event.
Okay, the main event of WrestleMania 41 to end Sunday night. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
What happened?
Well, let me tell you. Cena won.
What?
Wins his number 17 title. Woo!
It's a shame The Rock didn't just appear at the end. He could have done.
He could have.
Just to give him the.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be upset about that because he was so involved.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to say anything.
He didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to do anything.
He didn't have to come down. He could have
just come out and like nodded.
Because the thing is, because Cena's done this all on his own. Well, he hasn't. He used the belt.
Yeah.
But he has done it all on his own. Hasn't he? I know Travis Scott came out, but he got dispatched.
That was, I know, but that was to help with having that heel win. Yes. Not just a clean win, which...
No, but the belt was there. Cody could have used it, but...
he needed that.
He's got a strong heart. He's like, no, I'm not using this belt.
Yeah.
But he should have done.
Yeah.
And he
but anyway,
lost.
Cena, 17. This is going to be good. I know people have kind of said they didn't enjoy the match.
It was a little bit slow.
It was a bit boring.
But you have a reason for this. I mean, don't forget, you got to remember, he's getting on a bit, Cena.
Exactly.
So he can't be flying around the ring anymore.
48?
No idea.
And he was never a high flyer, obviously.
No, well, we know that.
Yeah.
Although he did do something off the top rope.
He did, yeah, which was quite nice, was it?
And then he had 2 double axe handles off the middle rope.
Yeah.
Yes, he went for something and Cody caught him and kind of turned it into a powerbomb-ish type.
But as he said he doesn't need to wrestle.
No, and he didn't.
Cody Rhodes, which he didn't, because he knew there was going to be some kind of help, even though it wasn't from The Rock. There was going to be help, and what I'm getting from kind of things that he said, he's not there to entertain anyone anymore. He's there to get the job done.
To do a job. Yeah, to do the job.
Exactly.
Yes.
He was just there to get the title, so he could have his 17, so he could take it.
Yes.
To be the last champion.
Real champion.
So I think that's why they deliberately would have done the match like that. So it wasn't.
Yes.
Because even when he went, obviously when he went for his 5-knuckle shuffle, he didn't do it like he usually would because he hates the fans at the minute. Hates us. Cuts deep. But that's why he wouldn't have done the big moves like he usually does, because he doesn't want to build the crowd up. He's not bothered about them anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it was like
idiots
that.
On Raw. Can you believe it?
Rude. But that is why it was like that. So people are slating it, but they were. Personally, I think there was a reason behind it. It wasn't just because he's old.
Yeah.
I think, like as he said, he's lost a step. That's why he knows he wants to.
I don't think he ever had it.
He wants to retire, so he's been on the Pat McAfee show. I don't know if you've seen any of it.
I don't know.
Probably not. No, fair enough.
Not really into Pat.
It's only because he was on there. And like they asked, kind of like, with everything that's gone on and you winning the belt, will you stay longer? And it's just an outright no. It's like, I've always said to myself, once I lose a step, that's it. Which he feels he has. He's obviously he's
fair
getting
enough.
older.
But
that's
he's been
fair
out.
enough.
There's ring rust as well. I mean,
Exactly.
you can't just pick up from where you left off.
No, exactly.
But the thing is, Cena was never, as you said, he was never that high flyer anyway. So.
But he had the power behind him.
Yes, he did have the power.
And he's not as
probably
big
still
as
got.
he was.
Yeah, but he had a bit handled Cody no problem. He's not like his a viscera, if you remember, that kind of character. Yeah, it's. As you
So
say,
I get why people are saying
he
like,
probably
it was
wrestled.
boring, it was rubbish,
But the thing is,
I think it's
also,
for the story.
Also, because there's a lot of hype behind this,
Yeah.
and everybody's expectation is there.
Yeah.
It's like when you go and see a film. Oh, I really want to go and see this. So your expectations level is there, but then you go and watch it, and you're like, oh, that was boring. It's because it didn't reach your expectation.
Exactly.
Whereas
Yeah.
if you just go and
'Cause
see
we
a
all
film,
expected The
if you
Rock
just go and
as
see
well.
any old film, oh, that was better than I thought. Yeah, because you got low expectations and it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
And the end of night one kind of like set the bar high.
Oh, very high with the
with
Heyman
what happened-
swerve.
Exactly. So what happened there? Then people was like, right, well, The Rock's definitely coming out now. Nope.
Raw, let's just skip to the good bit. Well, Liv getting the belts back, which we've just touched on. Thank goodness for that. Do not need these belts disappearing and forgotten about.
No.
Judgment Day will keep them relevant in the limelight and spoken about. Giving them to Lynch and then she going off again wouldn't do the belts any good. Whether Lynch stays,
We don't know.
we have no idea.
No.
But there you go.
Sky beating Vicky, or rather it ended in a DQ. Interesting. She might be being pushed to move up to the main roster, or maybe just giving a bit of a taster of kind of what it's like.
In the big time.
Yeah, kind of like that next level and Raw and SmackDown, how that works.
And then she will maybe then go to the next level.
So if she drops that NXT title, then you know she's
Then
coming.
you know she's coming. But I liked it. It was technical at the start.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do it, men or women. I liked it. Very interested to see what happens with it. Dom beating Penta in his first defence of his IC title. There's only 3 matches on Raw. I did wonder when I saw this match advertised as Dom against Penta, why Breaker wasn't there.
Because that's who we won the belt off.
And if you watch Raw, which I'm hoping you have, or seen our review, you will know why Bron wasn't there. If you don't, stick around.
We also had Rusev back.
Yes, yeah.
He's come back.
Is this Rusev Day now? Or is he still keeping... Is he bringing that
Rusev
back?
Day was. He might do. I don't know. He seems a bit more angry.
Well, he was angry anyway.
I know, but a bit more. I think Lana used to calm him down. I don't know if she's coming back.
I doubt it.
But definitely he'll be sticking at mid-card, won't he? Won't be going for...
Mid-card mediocrity. I can't see him at heavyweight level.
No.
I may be wrong. If you like him, then let us know. But as I mentioned in the Raw video, WWE let him go once. Why bring him back? What has changed?
Because it's been a while.
Do they just want... is it 5 years? I'm sure I've seen or heard 5. But whatever it is, that's irrelevant. Why bring him back? You've let him go. Whether his contract ran out, whether he had a dispute, it doesn't matter. Because if WWE wanted to keep him, they would have kept him.
Yeah.
They'd have paid him more. They'd have sorted out any disputes. They'd have made his contract longer. If they saw something big in him, right, want to keep you, put you on a big contract. But they didn't.
But it was...
He left.
That was in the days of he who shall not be named. Not Voldemort. It's McMahon.
You've just named him.
I know, damn. And then obviously he has been at AEW as well.
Where? Yeah, but still, why let him go? Why let him go if there was potential? What are they going to do with him? I can't see a big push coming. I mean, it's early days, then he came back.
A few hours ago.
Yeah, on Monday. But I don't know. And then obviously we saw JD McDonough back.
Yes.
Whether he's match ready is to be seen.
It's good to see him back though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how quickly he's going to heal up from his ribs and his lung puncture. It strengthens Judgment Day further, which is good to bring somebody back.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's good to see him back.
Because I think that will add more to the Findom as well.
Yeah, possibly.
Because at the end of the match, when they was all together, because obviously like Carlito and Finn were already out, and then JD came out. When
went up to them.
Yeah, when Liv came out.
And Raquel, yeah.
They was all gathering at the top, and he was pulling Finn in.
I didn't notice that. No,
he was trying to get Finn to include. I know. And he's like, come on, come on. So he's going to be like obviously trying to keep
them
the
together,
peace,
yeah.
But then if anything obviously does happen, it's like, will he stay with Judgment Day or will he just go off with Finn? So I think he'll then be torn.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly.
Orton.
Yes. Because you never know where he is. Watch yourself.
RKOing Cena, taking me right back to like 07 to 09. Oh, good days.
What, just two people going for the same belt year after year?
Yeah, but they were like... So Cena's like, obviously my top.
Is he? Oh,
I don't know if you knew this, guys. But Cena, yeah. And then it would have been Randy. So them together, I was just made... It was brilliant.
Doubling it. I mean, it's difficult to say any more on this. Because we're not really surprised.
Not really, no.
Because we mentioned this on our 5th of March Musings video, go and check it out, where we literally said Cena could win the belt at WrestleMania, 41 obviously, get to 17, and then Orton be the one to take it off him and go from a combined 14 heavyweight WWE titles to 15, and then stand alone at 15 because he's currently tied with Triple H on 14. So we've actually already said this.
Yeah, it's. I think we could have even spoke about it between ourselves.
Yeah, but if it's
way
not
before,
on camera,
I know.
It's not true.
We could have spoken because I think when all the way back when Cena said he was going to retire this year, which was it Money in the Bank? Money in the Bank last year.
We can't remember. Let us know if anybody's still watching.
I think we said then the person that has to retire him, because obviously
everybody
your
has
last
a
match,
yes,
it would have to be Orton. We said that then.
It can't be anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't bring Angle back to retire him.
This, ties in nicely. It's going to be good. Obviously, Cena said that was it 27 appearances?
He's got 27
appearances.
appearances.
He's got 27 dates. He said
how many is he going to wrestle?
He only has to appear. He doesn't have to actually wrestle.
No.
But Orton, turning that around.
I don't know where.
He could just have one last match, and it could just be against Orton.
Yeah.
And Orton could win that belt off him. Oh.
I think he will. And then finally, Bron Breakker. I mean, like, mind blowing. Who saw this coming? I'll tell you, no one that soon. To put it in Star Wars terms, Breakker's the Padawan, Seth the Jedi Master, and Heyman the Emperor. But seriously, I'm seeing this as the new evolution. Seth, obviously, Triple H.
Yeah.
Heyman, the Ric Flair figure. And Bron, either Orton or Batista. Now, I know that Bron has got more of a build like Batista, but that's irrelevant. He is the young rookie who's going to be brought up, which begs the question, will they bring a third person in? Now, they don't need to, but it would make them stronger with 3 superstars as opposed to just 2. They could run amok. And with Heyman mentioning WrestleMania 42 already, it begs the question, who will be the champ then, and when will Breakker double cross Seth? It always happens, you know it does, and if you don't, it does. But, love this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from nowhere. It's got massive potential, and
so
surely the new factions, because we need a name. I mean, what they're going to call themselves?
Oh, I don't know.
The first match surely has got to be a tag between Punk and Roman against Seth and Breakker at Backlash.
Yeah,
I mean, it's set up for it, really, isn't it? It has to be.
Yeah, I like that.
Because Breakker and Seth obviously beat Roman and Punk down, and now they're going to be like, we don't like this, we better team up.
Yeah,
like we
especially because obviously, like
Survivor Series,
the end of WrestleMania, they want to get back at Seth anyway.
Well, of course they will. Well, they want to get back at Heyman.
Surely they want to get back at Heyman, but
they can't.
And then obviously, bringing Bron in. Yeah,
so it makes you wonder if,
sense, I think.
Or I wonder if, because I don't think they'll tease a third yet. I mean, who the third could be? Whether it be another rookie or I mean, it could be anyone.
Yeah.
But imagine if Punk and Reigns get the better of Seth and Breakker, then somebody else comes out and beats them 2 up and helps Seth and Breakker. Then you know, there's your third guy. Yes.
You stop booking these matches.
I know.
Because you book them, I get excited, and then they don't happen.
And they don't happen.
That ladder match
That's
at WrestleMania.
WWE need to start watching these videos. Tell them to watch us. We've got the stories all planned out for them.
Yes. SmackDown, talking of ladder matches.
Yes.
SmackDown.
Did we talk about ladder matches?
I just mentioned it then.
Okay.
SmackDown has a TLC match for the tag belts.
Yes, DIY Profits and Motor. Please don't let Motor City win.
No.
And
I'm quite happy with Profits just staying.
Yeah, or even DIY, because they're getting a little bit funny now. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying they weren't funny, but they just seem to be like just coming down and stealing the belt.
Yeah, and just running off.
And then Nick Aldis saying, "You better give them back." Like, oh,
okay.
yeah. Yeah, but that's what you want. I want to be entertained. It is entertaining.
Yeah.
We've also got the debut of another superstar with the Smoky 4 and the Snake. No, I don't think Stone Cold's coming back.
A lot of people seem to think it's Aleister Black.
Yes, but again, you've let him go.
Yeah.
Now you're bringing him back. Why all of a sudden do they see something in these people? What have they learned when they've gone away? Ah, yes, we need these people. Because again, he's not going to be pushed for the top belt, the heavyweight or the undisputed. He just won't. That'll be it. So he's just he'll be another Shinsuke. He'll come in and then he'll just disappear into obscurity. And there's no point.
Yeah.
I don't see the point of it. And after seeing the Battle Royal on SmackDown last week, you don't realise how many wrestlers they've got, and you could name them all. There's nobody like, who's that? Oh, what's that jobber? There's no jobber, you know them all.
Yeah.
So it's not like they haven't got enough wrestlers. But what I'm interested in is, like we mentioned previously, is the fallout between Solo and Fatu. I think there will be.
I think he'll be happy. I don't like. Yes. It's not quite.
But then Fatu will turn, and Solo will be like
Finn and Dom.
No, I know.
But I think it could be a case of like, this is literally just come to me right now. So obviously, I know Fatu has won the belt, and because it was just Solo's just like, we need to get it in the family. We need a title in the family. So then will Solo try and take over the belt?
Oh yeah, because he's like, he brought it back to the family.
Yeah,
we are a collective. We're a collective. Yeah. No, but Fatu ain't going to let him just take the belt.
Yeah,
is he?
Exactly.
He's not just going to let him.
Which will then
physically take.
Which will then lead to what you want.
A backlash. Yeah, possibly. Anyway, enough about us. If you disagree, which I'm sure you probably will, let us know in the comments down below.
Go check out our review of Raw from Monday, or last week's Musings, or even our WrestleMania review.
Yes, it's very interesting. Thank you again for watching.
And we'll see you Saturday for our look at SmackDown.
And maybe some sleep.